Welcome back, everybody. We're here to pull cards for November the 16th. I'm going to be pulling one card per sign. So if you know your sun sign, you can get a little tidbit of information that way. If you know your sun, moon, and rising, you get a little bit more. And if you know all of your astrological placements, then you could actually pull a lot of juice out of a quick little video like this. So let's see. Thank you guys very much for being here. Also, thank you for remembering that we have a contest running, so put a comment down below if you want to enter that. And let's jump in. Okay, so Aries, you're up first, and what we have showing up for you guys is the Five of Wheels. Now, the Five of Wheels is just a card that says that you are feeling like you're feeling like you don't really have as much as you would like to as far as financially, or you could also be feeling, and probably both of these, you may be feeling like you're a little bit left out in the cold too as far as socially as well. Okay, so that's for Aries. So, bad days and good days. It's not about, what's it like. What it's about is what's your attitude about it. How are you going to respond to this? And then let's look at Taurus. Taurus, you guys have the Justice card, which is telling me that you are really looking for the truth and you're only tolerating the truth today. I feel like if somebody comes at you with some kind of baloney, you're just going to slice it all up and send it back where it came from. Next up, let's look at Gemini. Geminis, you guys have the Magician showing up in reverse. The Magician in reverse. Geminis, I think you're going to be doing a lot of you're going to be doing a lot of work today with the hopes of making progress, but I think it's going to end up feeling like it's been a day of one step forward and three steps back by the time the day comes around and ends. And I don't feel like this is normal. Like I feel like this is just something that is an aberration of what your normal is. So there's are setbacks and obstacles that are showing up here that are not the type of thing that you deal with every day. And I also feel like if you get up and hit it hard again tomorrow, then things are going to be much better. But for today I think is chalk it up as a learning experience, finding out some information you need to know to make things go forward more smoothly the next time that you work at this, whatever this is for you, Geminis. Next up, let's look at Cancer. Cancers, you guys have the Death card. This is a card that talks about really making some deep changes that start on the inside. They start with you changing your perspective, which changes how you interact with situations, which changes how the universe interacts with you. So this is a big change that you're making. I do feel, Cancers, like this is a conscious change that you are initiating, okay? So don't be wigged out about it. It's all good. It's actually what you're shooting for. Next up, let's look at Leo. Leos, you guys have the Wheel of Fortune showing up in reverse. Wheel of Fortune in reverse, just trying to see if I can get out of the glare. Not so much. Okay, Wheel of Fortune in reverse, Leo, just means that, you want to wait till a different day to ask for a raise or a promotion or propose to your girlfriend or your boyfriend or whatever. This is a day when things take a little bit extra effort to get accomplished. It's not that you can't be productive and you can't get things done. You certainly can, but you should have the heads up that it is going to take some extra effort to do that. Excuse me. So that's Leo. Next up, let's look at Virgo. Seven of Wheels showing up here for Virgo. Now this is a really interesting depiction in this deck. It really is. Virgos, I think in this deck, the Seven of Wheels has to do with the idea of planting seeds, getting things started that will pay you off later. And so I think that you're doing something, you're setting a foundation, you're starting something, you're investing something, or else you're You know, maybe starting a new job or maybe just going to work to get that paycheck planted. But definitely this is a day of planting the potential for a payday or a payback to come around. Okay. And then let's see, next we have Libra. King of Cups showing up in reverse, Libras. There's something going on today that is making you uh, incredibly unhappy, and I don't think you're having any problems letting people around you know exactly how you're feeling about this situation. I think you're being very upfront about it and direct. Typical Libra fashion. Scorpios. Hermit showing up in reverse. Scorpios, I think that we're hearing from somebody today that has sort of spent some time by themselves, sorting things out, resetting their priorities, figuring out, you know, what makes them tick, what makes them happy. And I think the vibe that I'm getting off of this card is that this person is going to be very keen on communicating with us, and I feel like they want to have a very serious conversation with us because I think some of those priorities that they're realizing have to do with us in some way, form, or fashion. So there's going to be somebody that has really thought some things over, wanting to have a serious conversation with us today. Okay? Whether we have that conversation or not, that's going to depend on us, but there's going to be somebody wanting that conversation. Sagittarius. Seven of Wands showing up in reverse. I'm going to tell you what I feel like with this card in this particular deck. I think that you've set some boundaries with somebody and that person or that group of people have tried to act like you never set those boundaries at all. And I think that you are, I think you're ripping into them. I really don't think you're holding back. I think you're letting them know, hey, don't be a jerk. Can you tell I took some time to water that word down? Don't be a jerk. We've already set the boundaries. You already know what they are. You know you're already asking me more than what I'm willing to do. And I'm going to do even less if you keep coming at me like this. I think you're really laying it down for somebody, Sagittarius. Somebody who tries to just roll over your boundaries like they're nothing. I think you're going to let them have it. All right. And maybe that's what you need to do to make your point. I don't know. Capricorn. Three of Wheels showing up in reverse. This is telling me that there's a situation you were planning or hoping to collaborate with somebody else on, and this person is either unwilling or unable to actually collaborate in the way that you had agreed on or that you had hoped for. And so you're finding yourself either rescheduling whatever this collaboration is or deciding to carry all of this responsibility on your own and finding out actually later that in hindsight, it works out better for you to carry it on your own, even though I think that this is a little bit intimidating for you, this idea of carrying this whole responsibility by yourself, but you're not giving yourself enough credit for the things that you can accomplish. Okay, so that's Capricorn. Next up, let's look at Aquarius. Aquarius, Four of Wands. I am feeling like this is some type of celebration, and this has to do with either a family member or a tribe member. From a tribe is those people we consider family that we don't actually share blood with, technically. Okay, so a tribe member or a family member where there's a celebration. Some of you may actually be going to a wedding or a bar mitzvah or a communion or something like that. Could be a birthday. But yeah, celebration. We like it. We like it. Let's see. That was Aquarius. Next up we have Pisces. Pisces, you guys have the Knight of Wands showing up in reverse. Pisces, I don't believe that we're looking at you here. I do think this is somebody that you're interacting with. I think you may be trying to make plans or schedule something with somebody, and you're finding that it's really difficult to get them to agree to a good time to do whatever this is you're trying to get done or get scheduled with them. So really having a hard time getting them to pin down and commit to a particular time or maybe even to a particular idea. Okay, a little bit frustrating there. All right, so that's what we have for the day, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. Looking forward to working with some of you guys later on by phone or by Skype. And the rest of you, I'll see you back on the next video. Peace out.